Hey, it's Josh here with Travels Large, and here are 10 shocking things I never expected in Costa Rica. One thing is, don't let rainy season deter you from visiting Costa Rica. Here in Costa Rica, rainy season usually is from May to October or so, and then it dries up. However, you can still have fun during rainy season. I'm here in rainy season right now. It is June. And honestly speaking, I'm having a good time. Usually the best time of day is from when you wake up. It gets bright pretty early in the morning, so around 5:30 or so. You can definitely start enjoying your day early. And usually thunderstorms start popping up around early to late afternoon, so you can definitely enjoy the day during that time. While it's 10:15 in the morning, looks like the rain is working on moving its way in. So if you're here in Costa Rica, don't let the rain deter you, but it is definitely a possibility. Definitely get out in the mornings if you want to do outdoor activities. Kind of save your indoor activities for the afternoon. That way you're not getting stuck like these people are in the rain. Because it rains pretty good. I mean, you are in a tropical rainforest, and this time of year, usually May to October, maybe early November, is when you're going to see the most amount of rain. One thing here in Costa Rica that I've noticed, it is difficult to find an ATM. Sometimes you got to search them out, and especially one that you're used to. A guy like Scotiabank, just one that I always trust when I travel. So they're not as readily as they are in the United States. We're gonna go try to find a bank, and then we're gonna head back to San Jose. However, ATMs are a little easier to find if you are downtown. So, but if you go out of town, gets a little more difficult. We're down here near the Central Market, and I've seen a few more here. One surprise I wasn't ready for here in Costa Rica is the traffic situation. While San Jose only has a little over 300,000 people, the traffic here is a lot. So if you're wanting to go anywhere, just be prepared to sit and wait in traffic. The GPS may say, hey, that's a 14-minute drive. It's probably more like a 45-minute drive. Just enjoy the trip. And you're not going anywhere in a hurry, so you might as well relax and enjoy. We've been in bumper-to-bumper traffic for ever. Hope you're not in a hurry to go anywhere too quick, because you ain't going anywhere quick. And it's rainy season. So one thing I was not ready for here in Costa Rica is the amount of toll booths. Just between Jaco and San Jose, there was 4. We're stopping at the first one on the way back. So when you're coming here, make sure you bring cash. Here it takes card, but not all of them do, so heads up on that. Something else in Costa Rica that I was not prepared for is the language difference. Spanish is the most spoken language in Costa Rica. However, a lot of people do speak English, but not to a point where Spanish, if you know Spanish, it's definitely something that will benefit you during your travels to Costa Rica. There are certain areas that, especially as you get outside the city center of like San Jose, Spanish is definitely more prevalent than it is in the city center. Also, there's some areas of the city center it's not as spoken. However, here, like you see at the Starbucks cafe,
my cousin, she's talking with me in English.
Appreciate the gentleman who helped us out. His English was perfect. You're not always going to have this moment of luxury when you're traveling through Costa Rica. There's going to be some times that you're definitely at a disadvantage if English is your only language. So definitely learn some common phrases and things in Spanish. That way you can better experience Costa Rica during your visit. One shocking surprise that I never expected in Costa Rica is the whole speed limit and how fast people drive. I've seen speed limits as high as 100 kilometers an hour. However, you're going to very, very seldom go that fast. Most of the time you get stuck behind a truck and they're doing, right now, let's say a little over 40 kilometers an hour, and you're barely moving in the hundreds. So just kind of get used to that. Take your time, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the trip, because you ain't going anywhere in a hurry. So one thing here in Costa Rica, sloths aren't as prevalent as it is made to seem. Sloths are actually kind of hard to find. So one thing I've noticed, we're in San Jose, there are no sloths anywhere nearby. I think the closest there was a refuge, maybe about 45 minutes, according to GPS. That could be totally wrong, but 45 minutes outside of town. However, La Fortuna, there's a place there, Monte Verde, my Spanish is horrible. Monte Verde, there is a place there also. So nowhere really local. So if you're looking to see sloths, you might want to book a tour and go with an experienced tour guide, because also out in the wild, they're not just hanging low and easy to spot. They got to hide up high, that way predators don't find them. And then there is also a breed of sloths that are only found 3,000 feet or above. So if you're not in the higher elevation areas of Costa Rica, you're probably not going to find them anyways, because they like the colder climates. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're here in Costa Rica. One thing here in Costa Rica, I was pleasantly surprised about. Wi-Fi is pretty much free in many places you go. Like even here at the airport, most public places have Wi-Fi that is free. So necessarily needing an international phone plan isn't 100% necessary. It does make things easier because there are confines to Wi-Fi networks and things like that. But for the most part, as you're traveling, the Wi-Fi, you'll find places with free Wi-Fi, the hotels, of course, which is pretty standard there, but the airport, like the zipline place we went to, it had free Wi-Fi, so I was able to call my son back home and do face video with him. So definitely as you're traveling, that's one thing that's really nice. It's currently 6:10 in the morning, and it looks outside as if it's mid to late morning. So definitely one thing in Costa Rica is you're going to want to get out early and enjoy the day, because those afternoon thunderstorms can roll in at any time. So in Costa Rica, there was a few things that I was definitely not ready for. One of these was definitely the amount of bugs that came from outside to inside. And while I may have researched it a little bit beforehand, no matter where you go, it's like you can't escape these things. It's a lot. So like we stayed at a couple different hotels, one of which was really nice, but like the bugs was kind of overwhelming. When you're packing, definitely don't forget some sort of bug spray or insect repellent. That'll help. Long clothing is another thing that will help. So pants instead of shorts, long sleeves. It is hot, so you got to take the climate into consideration and what you're comfortable with. Me, I'm a shorts almost all the time person, so pants may not be an option, but you know, whatever is your comfort level, be prepared to put on lots of bug spray if you go shorts like I did. Along with this, one thing you need to watch out for is malaria. You might consult your physician in the best ways to prepare for that. However, you definitely want to protect your young ones and anybody who has any health complications. Definitely look into that. Understand that something easy is medicating a couple days before your trip, and that way you are protected against something that could really be devastating to you. The bugs that come in your room, definitely something to be aware of.